Welcome to Dax's Wasteland Workshop. It's July, and I just did some major work on the 31 Cadillac Fleetwood hover car that I'm making, and I couldn't wait to show it off. Plus, I wanted to go over the group build that I'm doing with Marcelo from Mars Garage, a fellow YouTuber, great guy. I want to show off my entry for that. It's the Rust Bucket 2026 group build, and was down in the basement looking through an old box of model paints and stumbled upon a old Datsun truck that I was building into a race truck, and I got pretty far along on it, and so for some reason I put it away. I think I lost interest in it. I wanted to bust that out and take a look at it and see if it's something I can build. So let's go take a look on the workbench and see what's up. As I was getting ready to sit in my chair, I noticed it had been hijacked. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I need my chair, buddy. We'll just be filming like this. All right, we've got group build with Mars Garage. We've got the 75 Datsun pickup race truck that's been in my basement for at least 9 years. And we've got the Cadillac. We're going to look at the group build first. All right, let's talk about the group build. And this is for a friend of mine here on YouTube. He has been very kind to me and always comments on my videos, and I likewise do the same on his. I enjoy his content. He does a lot of rusted cars, and I love my rusted cars. And so he's doing a group build, and it's called the Rust Bucket 2026 group build. I have had this in my stash. It was a kit I was working on a couple years ago. I was going to make it into a strange sort of race car, and it was going to have wheels. And as per my usual, if it's got wheels, I don't finish it. So I have most of the pieces. I don't think the engine is here. It's been kit bashed into something else. But I think I'm going to make this into a hover car for the Rust Bucket group build. You can see there's an area here I was going to cut out for ventilation, and so that's already a good start for me to start cutting that fender out. And rockets back here, my usual maybe double rockets for each wheel well. Rusted. Mars does a lot of lowriders, rusted cars, patina. He does some sci-fi stuff. I've seen a couple hover cars by him. I think he does some gunpla as well. So check out his channel, please. He's a good guy. Thanks. I have a box in the basement full of old model paints, just old stuff I'm never going to use. But I needed black, and I didn't want to drive to the store, and I thought I might have some in there. But I found this in that box, way down inside. This Datsun I was working on, I would say 8 years ago. Another car with wheels I didn't finish. This is not part of the Datsun. Look at the windshield. Band-aids. Gross. But I do remember building this. The funny thing is, I don't remember painting it this far along. I sort of remember painting it blue. hood from a Buick Riviera, I believe. A custom Riviera. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does anyone know what that hood's from? I think it's a Buick Riviera, like a custom one. And I have a Riviera that I made a post-apocalypse car out of, and I think it came out of that kit. Check that out. Fits. So let's quickly put this together. I remember making this air dam in the front. Here's the rear diffuser. Goes up in here. Pretty cool. I mean, I remember one of the reasons I think I quit working on this was I was so unhappy with the way I created these flares. For some reason, I covered them with styrene strips and painted them black. I think it's because there's cracks in this bond right here. I kind of remember being really upset with the way that came out, but hey, you know, maybe I'll put this together. All right, the 31 Cadillac. I love this color. Oh, look. Cat hair. Surprise. Hi. The 31 Cadillac. Yeah, I love this color. I've been wanting to do an orange car for a long time. I'm trying to get better with an airbrush. Believe it or not, I am terrible with an airbrush. I don't have patience for it. This is done partially with a spray can and partially with an airbrush. Really overcomplicated way to paint it. I primered it in black, painted it with a couple of coats of Kaleido Colors flashy gold until it was a nice gold color. Then I sprayed it with Tamiya's metallic orange. 3 or 4 coats of that. And then lastly, I covered it with, I would say, 8 really thin coats of Mr. Hobby's Mr. Clear Colors. Couple coats of that, and then I have to do a final clear coat. That'll be probably towards the end, and put some kind of insert in there. Need to make windshield stands and a small windshield. I don't know that I'm going to use the top. That color is, if I use the top, I will not be using this color. I don't know what color to do it. I think a dark color. But yeah, it needs a clear coat, a couple clear coats, and wet sand and polish. Got to figure out how to do the lights. And here was something I really wanted to bring up. And one of the reasons I really wanted to do the video is, if you've been following me and you're a subscriber, do you like the cars that have LED lights with the flames and the smoke and the headlights? Or do you prefer just the plain builds? I tend to go a little further. If I'm not doing LED lights, I tend to go a little more detailed on the build. Like I'll put an engine in here, some kind of power plant, so I could take the hood off and look at it. If I do LED lights, I don't do any undercarriage work because there's usually a cloud of smoke covering all that. You don't see it. I usually put all the wiring up under the hood, so I make the hood almost permanent. So please let me know in the comments, what do you prefer? Do you prefer the flames and the lights, or do you prefer it without? But I'm really enjoying this build. I think it looks fantastic. It's got a different look than a lot of my other cars. It looks more elegant, has more style. I still got a lot to do to it. I need to create a lot of hardware up here. Got some lights that came with the kit. They're busted. They were really cool looking, but they broke. I want to put more detail back here. I love the way this front looks, but I want to put more detail back here to match the front. I want to put a type of wing right here for control. It just looks like a good place to mount a small little wing of some kind, and maybe one off the back here. Tail lights. I picture them coming up off of a bracket of some kind, very small bracket. Them have the tail lights, about here and here. And I'm enjoying the heck out of this. Hopefully everything goes well with the clear coat. Oh yeah, and something very important, the figures. I have searched high and low for figures, 1/25th scale figures. They are hard to find. Tamiya makes a set. They're very dorky looking. I found these on Amazon from Joy Toy. They're expensive. They're $19.95 a piece. These things are crazy. And they fit in the car. Look at how well he fits in there. I mean, I would say he's a little bit big. His knees are bent up. I had to cut the floorboard out for his feet to fit. And he's not sitting in a chair. So putting him in the chair, of course, he's going to sit a little higher. But look at those figures. Same figures. They have like 20 different guys, 20 different dudes. And they all come with different armor. So this is the dude without any armor on. This is the dude with about half of his armor on. I don't even have all of his armor on. He's got guns, and he's got backpack, and he's got, ammo clips and a knife and all that stuff. So very cool if you can see using those in your post-apocalyptic dioramas. Fully posable. So I just wanted to show those off, and I'm going to see if I can, dazzle him up myself and make him look like he belongs in that car. Maybe put some kind of gear on him. Maybe put some kind of helmet. I don't know. We'll see where we go with that. And that's going to do it. I thank you so much for your time. If you've made it this far, please click the like and subscribe buttons. I appreciate it so much. Y'all have a good day. Thanks a lot.